What's the point of having an international break? I gain nothing as a fan, and I'm pretty sure that footballers gain nothing. We are having a great momentum watching club football, and then you switch us to watch international break, where actually the players are not performing 100% because they are scared of getting injured, and even when they try, they get injured just from traveling until the end of the world. Like literally, there is no point of having an international break mid-season. Bro, yesterday I was scared for my life when I saw Cubarsi going out like that. I didn't know how to react, if it's serious or if it wasn't serious. But why not avoid all of this, but not having an international break? If my favorite player, for example, gets injured, I would rather for him to get injured with my club, so there is no one to blame in it. If he travels to play in another country, different teammates, some other actually try for the national teams, so expect them to hurt that play. Why are we having all of this? The only ones that are getting hurt are 18 years old, 17 years old, that's getting pushed to play every fucking minute of their life. And that's bold De La Fuente, that's ugly and old looking Johnny Sins. You did it with Ansu Fati, did it with Gavi, did it with Balde, and now he's doing the same with Lamine Yamal and Cubarsi. This is what's stressing me the most. Bob Cubarsi only has a small sprain. Until here, we're happy. We hope and want him to be with us on Sunday. Does this brother goal in life is to hurt young players? What in the Ipstein is happening in here, brother? Stop this bullshit. Send the fucking kid to Barcelona, back to La Masia. Let him play some PlayStation and stop this bullshit. Holy shit, we want him with us Sunday, you greedy fuck. Fuck you, bitch. Holy shit, like yesterday I almost got a heart attack from seeing him go out of the fucking game. Like this bullshit starts out of nowhere. Gerard Martin could play as a center back for the match versus Osasuna following Cuba. But motherfucker, don't play anyone as a center. I'm good. Gerard Martin as a center back. The fuck? This happened just because of Cubarsi's yesterday injury, but thank God it was nothing serious. But I'm pretty sure that no one wants to risk it and play him. So there is only Araujo left. Araujo, you know, he is with Uruguay. I don't know if Uruguay will be able to let him leave early so he can play a game against Osasuna. You know what's happening with Osasuna in Barcelona's game. That game will be the first game ever played in an international break. But anyways, only left for us is, I think, De Jong. Yeah, shout out to my boy Mark Bernal. Yes, center back De Jong will be good. Eric Garcia too. I think we have Eric Garcia. So brother, it's Gerard Martinez is center back. This is international break what's causing us. They're all being selfish. Barcelona wants to push these players to the limits, and Spain wants to push those players to the limits. And I'm not only giving an example about Barcelona or Spain, I'm giving an example about everyone, every team, and every player needs some rest. This bullshit of FIFA, UEFA are not doing it for the money anymore. I think they are doing it just for the attention. They are moving like the Kardashians. Yes, they want the money too. I can't lie. Those guys are also greedy, but getting to the point where it's just the attention. Football is one of the biggest industries in the world, and motherfuckers are still being greedy for more money and adding the attention. I have a solution for all of this. Remove the Nations League because no one give a about this. I swear to you, I was watching the Nations League yesterday. I didn't even know what the was happening. I was asking questions like, where the is England, where the is Belgium, what happened? There is tables, there is leagues, there is literally levels, there is bullshit, and then they qualify to play against each other to win a trophy that actually means nothing. No one remember it, no one cares about it. Like basically 0 points of winning that trophy. The players so many times said that they don't understand how the Nations League is working, how are the games played, who you play. Remove that. Let's actually remove international break. Let's leave it for just the summer. Like literally you can play the season from August until April and it will be done by having some week offs for the players to rest mid-season, which will be great. So the season will be done by like the end of April, so you have the whole summer to play the qualifiers, which is not that big of a thing, but yeah, it's a big deal for so many nations where they fight to qualify for the World Cup or to qualify for the Euros or the F. You will have the summer from May until August. So basically 3 months. You will have 1 month for qualifiers and give 2 months rest for the players. I know for us the fans it will be bad for having 2 months of no football, but that's good for the players. I don't give a players will rest. You will have 1 month of playing qualifiers. And if you ask me, oh my god, but the summer is for the Euros, the World Cup, like for example this summer, the is there? Nothing. They added the Club World Cup. The Club World. What's the point of having a Club World Cup? Remove that shit. I'm sorry, and that's bold Alfantino. I see him running around in America, twerking for everyone in there for more attention and talking about doing a halftime show like they do in the NFL. And he's talking about Drake. Motherfucker, talk about footballers. How about this? I seen that man talk about everything but football. Showing up in Good Morning America. What the f is this? Brother, what's the f is happening in football? It's turning mainstream. It's turning like the NBA and NFL. Footballers will be more of celebrities than actually athletes. Like, remove the Club World Cup too. Just leave the summer for international football. Simple as this. You have nothing in this summer, for example, play the qualifiers. A month will be enough to decide who will qualify to the next World Cup. And then after the World Cup, the summer after the World Cup, there will be no football. So play the qualifiers for the Euros or the AFCON. Or that's 1 month in the summer, for example, like from June to July. That's good. And you have before that a month of rest for the players and a month of rest after for the players. And mid-season you have non-stop club football action, which is great. Players are not getting injured that much. Players are resting. They have some time to recover. Football is solved. Simple as this. Remove the Club World Cup, the Nations League, every other tournament that mean nothing, and the transfer markets can get open early, so we will have more time for players to sign, for teams to sign players, to actually prepare to sign big players. Everything will be good. You see how many problems are being resolved by just removing 2 stupid tournaments and actually making a great schedule for balancing between club football and international football? But no, our problems right now in football is having a halftime show. You wanna talk about resting players? Those motherfuckers don't wanna rest players. Like when you see a 17 years old and an 18 years old getting pushed like this, playing every game in the season with their team and then with national team, it's sad. Let me show you something. For example, there is Real Madrid in here. Real Madrid is playing May 25. That's the last week of La Liga. Judging by how La Liga is going, Barcelona and Real Madrid are going against each other toe to toe until May 25. So a player like, for example, like Mbappe might play until May 25. Okay. Next, let's say, for example, that Real Madrid qualified to the finals of the Champions League. I'm not saying that they will win it because Barcelona will win it, but just as an example, 6 days later, they will have to play a final. So Mbappe will have to play a final. After he lost the final, he will get into depression. So he needs some time off. No, because why? Because the Nations League is playing 4 days later. If France qualify, which I don't see it happening judging by how bad they are, but you never know, it's football. 4 days later, he have to play the semifinals of the Nations League. And then 4 days later, he have to play the finals of the Nations League. So the man has no rest. And what's next? Yeah, he will travel to in the US to start the Club World Cup, who will start 16th of June. So the man literally has 8 days or 7 days of rest. And if Real Madrid manage to get to the finals again, it will be July 13th, and then he will have like 2 weeks of rest, and then he will have to travel again to America with his team to start preparing for the new season. That will start in probably August, early August, because there is a World Cup in 2026, so the season will start earlier. Does that seem fair to you? I know that the man gets paid shitloads of money, but brother, if everything I said happened, Mbappe by July 13th expects an ACL, which I wish that it never happens to him or to anyone. But this is leading to this. If a player don't fucking rest and non-stop football and add that to that training with traveling with jet lag, holy shit. And I'm just giving the example of Mbappe. Imagine with me other players from other teams that actually can end up playing more than Mbappe, more games than Mbappe, or traveling so many times more than Mbappe. They are using the players for themselves, for the attention and for money. They are not using the players to help build the sport, to make the fans enjoy football. Even if you tell me, oh, as a fan, you have more football games to watch, so be happy, be grateful. No, if those games can lead to my favorite team lose a player, a big and important player, I don't want those games. I want to enjoy football games that every player is healthy, either for us or for rivals. I don't want to sit down in there and watch a game of random motherfuckers like Gerard Martin as a CB